Hello everyone, and thank you for taking the time to listen to my presentation. Today I'm excited to share with you my project, an urban farm community designed to bring people together through sustainable living and thoughtful architectural planning. My design focuses on integration of private and shared spaces, fostering both individual and comfort and a strong sense of community. I will walk you through the concept, layout, and feature of this project slide by slide, starting with an overview of the design principles and moving into the details of the space and their integration. So let's begin. So this first slide highlights the massing and site context of the design community. It provides an overview of how the design integrates into the surrounding, balancing functionality with individual sensitivity. And here we see isometric massing diagram, which illustrates the spatial arrangement of the individual units. And see how they shared courtyard and public spaces within the site. The module composition reflects the mass building approach, emphasizing horizontal connection and adaptability. And here, this slide illustrates the figure ground analysis and the development of common spaces within the urban community design. So you can see the figure ground diagram emphasizes the relationship between built and open spaces, highlighting the balance between individual units and shared courtyard. And we can also see the visual clearly demonstrate how the built environment integrates with the open areas and creating cohesive and inviting community layouts. So the progression of common space development is also shown here, illustrating how to design evolve to connectivity, accessibility, and community integration. And the layout fosters a sense of openness and encourage natural flow between private, semi-private, and public spaces. This slide presents two different design options for pairing two units together. Both layouts aim to maximize the space efficiency while maintaining privacy. We can see first design focuses on shared wall with connected courtyards, encouraging communal living, while the second option spread the units out with separate outdoor areas, enhancing privacy. Uh, and we can see both configuration provide a flexible living solution that can adapt to the needs of the community. And in this slide, I want to show the shared courtyard area in the urban community and how the units are organized around a lush green space with a strategically placed tree to provide shade and quiet atmosphere. This design encourages interaction among residents while offering a private retreat within the community. Uh, Here, the open layout promotes a sense of openness, while the tree creates a pleasant environment of relaxing and informal gatherings. This slide focuses on the individual unit design and its 3D development process. The diagram on the left illustrates the fundamental components of each single unit, showing its layout and its integration, the private outdoor spaces. And the design ensures the privacy while maintaining a connection to the shared community areas. On the right, the 3D development showcases how these units are scaled and adapted within the large context to the mass building structure. Um, and highlights how individual units retain their identity while contributing to the overall community framework. And in this case, achieving like kind of a balance between modularity and unity. This slide provides additional views and diagrams for the site plan, offering further clarity of how the different areas are organized. And also it highlights the relationship between residential units, courtyards, and public spaces, ensuring that every element is strategically placed for both accessibility and privacy. And these on the right, the diagrams allow us to visualize circulation path and social spaces and integration green areas within the overall layout. This slide showing the plans, elevations, and massing for the individual units. And here we have unit A, B, and C. Each unit offering a unique layouts, but maintaining the core principles of the design privacy. And also we can see the three models for real models for the three units, showing how the natural lights comes through the openings and reflects the balance between scale and function. This is slide showing the floor plan for different units with furniture and interior walls, and also showing the private and semi-private and public areas. This slide presents a 3D view for two units with a focus on sun shading here. And the location in Phoenix, Arizona will heavily influences the design and the shading analysis ensures that each unit is optimized for energy efficiency and comfort. The sun shading chart demonstrates how the units will be exposed to sunlight throughout the year with clear um, distinction between the hours of sun exposure and shading. And by adding shading design, choose different kind of shading for um, these units that to ensure that residents will enjoy both passive heating in the winter and protection from heat in the summer, promoting sustainable living. This slide provides a more detailed, zoomed-in view of the massing and site plan. By focusing on specific areas, we can better understand how individual units and communal spaces are integrated within the overall design. This view emphasizes the spacing between units and arrangement of courtyards and the positioning of the trees, pathways, showing how these elements work together to create cohesive and functional community. And it offers a closer look at the interplay between architecture and landscape. The slide highlights key areas of the site. On the left, we see garden and play space, which provide residents with green areas and trees for recreation and relaxation. These spaces are designed to encourage both individual and communal activities. To the right, the marketing, which offering for local markets and community gatherings. And the bottom right corner of the image shows the parking lot areas bordered by trees and green spaces, ensures that even functional areas contribute to the overall green environment and aesthetic of the community.